Raise your hand if you have a bank account. If we were in Africa, very few of you would have your hands up. The huge majority of people in Africa do not have a bank account. This means that people lack access to the most fundamental financial services. People pay more than 20% to make a simple cross-border money transfer. Less than 2% of the continent has insurance, and less than 7% has access to credit. This is a huge problem, but it is also a massive opportunity for us at Eversend, because 97% of people in Africa have a mobile phone. So we built a digital wallet where customers can do everything they would at a bank straight from their mobile phone. We provide access to services like money transfers, virtual debit cards, insurance, and payments through third-party partners. Best of all, we can do all of this without internet access, anywhere there is a cell phone signal, through what are called USSD channels, making Eversend a custom-built solution for a continent where the majority of people are still offline. We are Africa's first digital banking alternative. The retail banking market in Africa is no joke, at $86 billion a year. Since our launch 6 months ago, we've been seeing great early traction in this market. Just since I sent these slides over to Slush, we've gotten our registered users up to 16,000 people and have transacted over $700,000. We are seeing robust 30% month-on-month growth. Now we are fundraising our seed round to keep growing even faster. I'm honored to be working every day with some of my favorite people, some of whom are tuning in on the live stream from Uganda. Hi, guys. On our founding team, we have all previously built successful finance businesses in Africa. We are a Forbes 30 Under 30 company, and our CEO was recently named as one of Africa's economic leaders of tomorrow. Now, Africa's economy is one of the fastest growing in the world, and so is its population, which will double in the next 20 years. The unbanked in Africa is one of the biggest, yet most underestimated opportunities in fintech today. So please, go home and ask your African friends and colleagues if access to financial services on the continent is a problem. If it is, you'll know exactly who's solving it. Thank you.
Now for questions.
What is the monetization strategy? How do you make money?
Yeah, our business model is fourfold. We make money through commission on cross-border money transfers, which we do ourselves, and then everything else works like a marketplace. We can take commission from 4 to 40% by selling services like electricity, loans, insurance, bill payments, so on. Then eventually we'll get to interchange fees and interest income from loans.
Just thinking, why hasn't it been done before? What's the main innovation?
Sorry, what?
Why hasn't it been done before?
Why hasn't it been done before? I think there's two reasons. One is people didn't realize the opportunity in Africa. When neobanks have been building, they've been focusing on Europe, they've been focusing on the Americas. They don't realize there's so much money and that the economy and population is growing so quick. And the second reason is probably related to just actually building the product. Our product is very unique, very tailored to the African market. If you know M-Pesa, mobile money, we connect with that. So the product looks a lot different than it does anywhere else in the world. So you really have to be a solution for Africa in the market.
And what sort of regulatory concerns have you had to jump through? I imagine there are a lot of different laws in every different country.
A little louder.
Regulatory concerns.
Regulatory. Yeah, definitely. So our regulatory plan is eventually to get our e-money license, and we'll essentially operate under that in 6 African markets after we raise our seed round. But right now, we're operating through partnerships with telecoms and banks in our markets.
So you hinted at this with M-Pesa. How do you work with the telcos that in some of these countries are trying to build their own payments rails?
Yeah, great. For those of you who don't know, in Africa, mobile money there's more penetration than basically anywhere else in the world. It's a really exciting mobile money market. For example, in Kenya last year, more than half the country's GDP moved through mobile money, so sending and receiving money on your phone. So that's M-Pesa. And we work with these guys by basically allowing users to top up their Eversend wallet with M-Pesa, so that Eversend can kind of be their bank account on top of mobile money.
Great. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you so much.
So next up we have Christoph Newman with IPDX.